Okay, hello guys. Good morning. Should I say good afternoon? Okay, anyway, guys, welcome to our December week 4. This should be the last class of this year, but then again, I'll be seeing some of you guys later, tomorrow, or wherever it is. Okay, so right, so this is our December week 4, right? So I'm sure some of you have already attended week 3, or you'll be attending week 3 later. And hi Joel, hello, how are you? Hello Ingen, nice to see you online. It's a weird thing seeing you online. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys are awake. What are we doing today? Okay, we are doing revision for today again. Okay. You're half dead. Why are you half dead? Joel, it's weird seeing you online. I mean, the last time I see you, we had online class was like what, earlier this year? Right. Wow, damn it has been a year, right? Shit. Okay. Anyway, we are in page 22. We're in page 22. We shall do this stupid thermochemistry thing, the exo endo one, and later we shall continue with our chapter 1. Right. Supposedly, I'm going to revise chapter 9 and 10 with y'all. Hello, Chen how are you? Supposedly, I'm revising chapter 9 and 10. But I don't plan to because I don't think there's a need to, right? Because chapter 9 and 10, they are pretty pointless. 10 is freaking pointless. 9 is halfway pointless. So I'll do chapter 5 instead, right? 5 is kind of pointless, but it's not that pointless. Okay, yes, Rachel, hello. Whose class are you from? Hello. We're in chapter 5. Okay, chapter 5. So page 22. I will just fly through this, guys. This is the endo-exo one. I really don't want to spend much time here because it's really too simple. Right, so the reaction above shows, okay, the energy content of product is more than reactant. The statement above shows that it is an endothermic reaction. Mark 2 correct statement about X. What the hell is wrong with this question? Okay, they say this is endo and tell me something about exo. What? Are you drunk, bro? This question is drunk. Right, so let's talk about exo. Okay, exo is when I release energy to the surrounding, right? The surrounding becomes hot. So that's your exo. So it is a reaction that release heat into the surrounding. Yes, it is. They use it in cold pack. No, when your cold pack becomes cold, that's an endo. And then the condition of the container becomes hot. No, it becomes cold. Hey, wait, it becomes hot. Sorry. Shit, I got messed up. Okay, so the surrounding temperature decrease. Yes, this is the wrong one. Right. So I'm also half dead. Put it this way, Put it this way, Monday I taught 6 hours. Tuesday I taught 8 hours. Yesterday I taught 9. Today another 9. Tomorrow another 9. So by the end of tomorrow, I guess I'll be dead, right? That will be the end of me. Lord help me. That's why I say, okay, Lord have mercy on my liver. But hey, I get to see you guys, so at least I'm happy, right? Without trying to suck up to you guys. I'm really happy seeing you all. Okay, hi Kain, hello. Right, so we are in page 22. Page 22. So circle 2 examples of endothermic in everyday life. Okay, endo is when you suck heat into you. So this would be frying an egg. Cooking food is all endo. You are making the food absorb heat so that the food can cook. And of course, you have boiling, because boiling is when water absorb heat, they evaporate, they boil. Right? So next, number 2, match the chemical reaction to its characteristic. Exo is when you release heat. So it's when the surrounding temperature increase, the thermometer increase. Endo is when surrounding becomes cold. This is a stupid chapter, isn't it? That's why I say, guys, that's why I say today I was supposed to go through chapter 5, 9, and 10. I'm not going to go through 9 and 10, okay? Chapter 10 is that stupid heliocentric and geocentric one, you know? Geocentric means Earth is in the middle. That's what Ptolemy said. Heliocentric is sun in the middle. That's what Galileo and Copernicus said. Okay, and all the rocket thing and all the satellite thing, I don't care. And chapter 9, the sun one, the sun has 6 layers. You can study that yourself. I am not going, I repeat, I am not going to go through chapter 9 and 10 today. Please read that by yourself. Okay, for the love of God, I don't want to repeat that. So B, this is the rusting of a nail, right? So rusting, okay, guys, rusting is exo. Rusting is exo, so the temperature will increase. Okay, and then this is not endo. But you see, some books they say rusting as endo. So you might say, then sir, is this endo or exo? For rusting, right, they will actually do endo first, then at the end they will do exo. Right? What the hell is this, isn't it? Rusting is a very kind of complicated, right? You'll study that in chemistry next time. Yes, it's confusing. Yes. So you'll study in chemistry next time. Okay, so I'll leave it up to you to suffer in chemistry next time. If you go to chemistry, that is right. Anyway, so B, number 3. So it's a chemical reaction that occurs. So your volcano heat is released. Haba dibebaskan, and for ice cream melting, heat is absorbed. That's why they melt. Right? So next, state true or false. Endothermic absorbs heat. Yeah, they do. Breaking chemical bond releases energy. No, you need heat to break bond. Right? You see, when you are boiling water, you are breaking the water apart. Water and water, you tear them apart. So that's heating. You need heat to break energy, to break bond. So this is false. Right, next, so who is endo? Boiling water is, because they are absorbing heat. Burning is not, burning is exo. Rusting also exo. Melting of ice is endo. Okay, easy peasy. So next, underline the correct answer. Burning of fossil fuel is exo because heat is released. Okay, when your car burns fuel, it releases energy, it releases heat. That's why engine gets hot. So during combustion of fossil fuel, chemical is converted into heat energy. Right, moving on. Don't fall asleep, guys. I know this is boring shit, right? I will finish the boring shit first, then we go to the less boring shit later. So, number 5. Sodium hydroxide dissolves in water. Oh, right. Did you guys do this experiment in school? No? No, Poor thing, y'all. Any of you guys did this in school? Do you know what is sodium hydroxide? It looks like a type of powder. Sodium hydroxide. You can buy this from Shopee. You use this to make soap. Right? Your soap is made from this thing. So this is your sodium hydroxide. This thing is very exothermic. Do you know what's a drain cleaner? You know what's a drain cleaner? If you live in a house full of girls, you must have stuck drain before because you have hair inside it. This is your drain cleaner, right? This thing is freaking powerful. If you have your drain stuck because of hair, you just need to pour this thing down, and then this thing will sizzle like crazy. Okay, you will hear the sizzles like crazy, and then the hair is gone. Why? Because this thing is basically sodium hydroxide. It is very exothermic. They will use the exothermic heat to melt your hair. Cough, cough. Okay, I mean, I live in a house full of girls, my wife and my sister. So hair is the thing I deal with every day. It's an understatement, right? You basically find hair every freaking where. Right, anyway, oh, sorry, someone is in waiting room. I didn't see. Oh shit, someone is in waiting room. Okay. Yes. Honey, hello. And yes, Bernice, hello. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Sorry, I didn't see you guys in waiting room. We are in this Exo Endo chapter, page 24. Hello, Bernice, how are you? The last time I saw you was like what, 2 years ago? How are you doing? Okay, anyway, so this sodium hydroxide, okay, basically what you do is you put this thing into water. This temperature should rise like mad. Okay, not mad lah, maybe 5 to 10 degrees. Okay, guys, this is a very shitty experiment. This is the only experiment most of your school will do because it's very easy. Your teachers just let you pour stuff and stir stuff. Yay, temperature increase, experiment done. Wash your cup and go back to class. So mostly you will do this experiment. Okay, so the polystyrene cup becomes hot. Yes, it is because this is exo. Heat is released. So number 2, heat is absorbed from the surrounding. No, it is not. Number 3, endothermic occurs. No, it is not. Reading of thermometer increase. Yes, it is. Right. So this is your drain cleaner. This thing is a drain cleaner. Right. Do not touch this with your bare hands, guys. It's gonna burn because this thing is very alkaline. Right. Ask me how I know. Okay, I've done this before. Not proud of it. Right. So B. Write exothermic or endothermic to represent the example. So making a cake is endo because the cake absorbs the heat and they become cooked. Rusting is exo. Right, rusting is exo. So next, number 6, compare the temperature of surrounding in exo and endo. So I'm just going to write it here. For surrounding, your endo becomes cold, menjadi sejuk, and for exo, surrounding becomes hot, menjadi panas. Please don't write like this in exam. Please give me the full sentence. For endothermic, surrounding becomes cold. For exothermic, surrounding becomes hot. Yes, very annoyingly, you have to write the whole freaking sentence, but that's the way it is. I'm just making your life easy here. So number 2, the reaction and the recorded temperature. So before and after. So 30 becomes 35. This is exo. 30 becomes 26. This is endo. Ayo, how many times we want to repeat this thing? So state the type of reaction for A and B. Okay, I just did. A is exo, B is endo. So B1, exothermic reaction can lead to a global problem to our environment. What is the problem? What is the problem, guys? When surrounding becomes so hot that you get hot everywhere, that is called? Yes, global warming. Thank you. Okay, global warming. Guys, actually, global warming is not the correct term. The more accurate term would be climate change, right? Climate change, because some places it is very cold, some places it is very hot. Have you realized it's been raining like mad recently? Right? Usually year end, Malaysia, our Southeast Asia here will rain like freaking crazy because that's what we call La Nina effect. Okay, that's the La Nina effect. And then earlier of the year, maybe Chinese New Year, you will get Malaysia getting very hot. Yes, so part of it was a monsoon also. And then earlier next year, especially during Chinese New Year, yes, you get El Nino. Okay, El Nino is the wind blowing that way. La Nina is it blowing another way. Right, so number 2, state how the trees replanting can reduce the effects of problems stated in B1. Okay, so how can the trees reduce the problem? So trees, they will absorb carbon dioxide. Okay, menyerap carbon dioxide. It will absorb carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, so you can say less heat is trapped. Okay, lebih kurang haba diperangkap. Right, so guys, carbon dioxide is what we call a greenhouse gas. Why do we call it a greenhouse gas? Because they will trap heat. Right, so they are like a glass around Earth. They will trap heat in the atmosphere, so you will get really hot. All right, so that's how it works. This is the problem we are trying to tackle right now because of the carbon dioxide. Because of this carbon dioxide, we still have no idea how to reduce this thing. We just keep burning fossil fuel and we have no other ways around it. So this is a very big problem we are we are facing right now. Okay, so see, give one example of exothermic and example of endothermic. Guys, up there's like plenty. Okay, you write one of it yourself. So next, D, cold pack can be used by an athlete to relieve muscle cramp or reduce swelling. You are given the following materials. Okay, so they give you a big Ziploc bag, they give you a small Ziploc bag, they give you ammonium nitrate and water. Right, so whenever you see anything ammonium or anything nitrogen, they are usually endo. That means they'll make things cold. They are usually endo. So when ammonium they mix with water, the pack will become cold. So it becomes a cold pack. So they want you to make a cold pack. So what do? You use a big, okay, this is the big Ziploc bag. And then inside is a small Ziploc bag. So inside here, you put your ammonium nitrate. Okay, and then outside here, you put water. So whenever you want to use it, you just break this smaller bag. You can just poke it or whatever. Let this mix into the water, so you will get your cold pack. It's a shitty cold pack lah, but right, you get the point, right? So I hope it's this easy in in your exam. Yeah, I mean it works. Yeah, technically it works. Shouldn't it be terbalik? It's because water can lead to ammonium. Is it? Is it because one of my students' school they say ammonia should put outside also, but doesn't matter lah. Doesn't matter because the Ziploc bag shouldn't leak. Okay, that's why you call it a Ziploc bag, right? Right. So I mean, even if you reverse it, it should work the same way. Damn, this cold pack sucks. Right. So explanation. Okay, let's explain. So reaction between, I'm just gonna say AN ammonium nitrate. Reaction between ammonium nitrate and water is endothermic. Okay, tindak balas antara ammonium nitrat dan air adalah endothermic. So the surrounding or the bag becomes cold. Okay, persekitaran menjadi sejuk. Or the pack menjadi sejuk. So you have a cold pack. Shitty cold pack, right? Hey, it works, okay? But honestly, if you want to use this as a cold pack, it doesn't work very well because when ammonium nitrate they dissolve in water, yeah, sure, things will turn cold. Maybe 15 degrees cold. It's like a cold water cold, lor. Not as in 0-degree ice cold. So kind of works, right? I'll just buy a cold pack, guys. I wouldn't do this. So number 7. So you have your temperature before and after. So this temperature decrease. So obviously this is endo. Right, so take the substance that involves the reaction. So your sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid, this is definitely exo. You see sodium hydroxide and oh, what is this? This is an alkaline, this is an acid. This reaction is neutralization. But neutralize. So neutralization is always exo. So this is definitely out. So that would be this. Okay, this is endo. So based on the change in temperature shown above, state the type of reaction that occurs. So this is an endothermic reaction. I'm just gonna write endo here lah. Explain your answer. Because surrounding temperature decrease. Suhu persekitaran menurun. The surrounding becomes colder. Okay, easy. So give one application in daily life. Okay, I did that already. Your cold pack. One natural phenomena. Boiling, evaporating, melting. One of it. So F, state one difference between exo and endo. One absorbs heat, one releases heat. Surrounding temperature becomes high, surrounding temperature becomes low. Oh my God, how many times did I repeat this thing? Right, so next, number 8. Number 8, so this is 30 degrees Celsius. This is 20 degrees Celsius. So easy. Ammonium is absorbed heat. Okay, ammonium is absorbed heat, so they become cold. This is endo. This is exo. All right, so state the final temperature. I just did that. So give one inference, guys. When you see inference, very easy. Inference means you explain what you see. So why is it like that? Why did A increase? Okay, because set A is exothermic reaction. Set B is endothermic reaction. That's why the temperature increased, the temperature decreased. Okay, C, what are the MV and the CV? Manipulated and constant variable. Manipulated would be the substance you add into water, right? Okay, the substance added to water. Bahan ditambah ke air. So that's your MV. So CV, what are you not changing? The mass of the substance. You want to say reactant also can. You want to say reactant also can. The mass of substance. Jisim bahan or jisim reactant. Right? So state the hypothesis. Okay, you cannot say more here. The more the something, the less something. No, you can't say that here. So for that, you can just guess. You can say sodium hydroxide is exothermic. Just write exo here lah. And then ammonium chloride is endo. If you cannot write the more, less one, semakin, then you predict what's gonna happen. Because in this case, you cannot write, the more sodium hydroxide, the more exo. You can write that. So you just guess lah. Sodium hydroxide is exothermic. Ammonium chloride is endothermic. Okay, so E, what happens when the temperature shown on the thermometer is at maximum or minimum? When it's at maximum, this is the maximum heat release. Okay, the most amount of heat released. Okay, jumlah haba yang dibebaskan. Okay, this is the least, most amount of heat absorbed. Right? So, you know what? This is not important, not really important. So, you know what, guys? I really don't want to continue with this because it's really simple. It's really straightforward. So, we jump back to chapter 1, shall we? We jump back to chapter 1. Guys, for those who didn't attend any week 3 class, I think, who was not there? So if you didn't attend any week 3 class, please remember to request video. Please remember to request video. I will send you the video as soon as I can. Right, so let's jump back to chapter 1 because we did not finish chapter 1 this Monday or Tuesday. Okay, Monday lah mostly. Okay, so let's go to chapter question 11. This is page 12. Yeah, page 12. Okay, page 12. Right. Supposedly I'm going to do chapter 9 and 10 because 9 and 10 we haven't revised, right? But no, I don't want to waste time there. A chapter that you can study by yourself, I'm just going to leave it to you to study. Right. So chapter 1, your question 11. The diagram below shows an old woman reading newspaper. I can't speak. Okay, so she finds the word all blurry while reading without wearing her glasses. So what is the defect of vision of the old woman? Okay, she cannot read something near. Then obviously this is a short-sightedness. This is called rabun jauh. Guys, BM is reverse. Short, it's short, not long. Okay, she cannot see something short one. Right? A long-sightedness is when you cannot see something far. So in BM is reverse, rabun jauh or rabun dekat. It is long. No, it's here what? I mean long-sightedness is when she cannot see a car lah. Okay. It's in the notes. Is it? Is it? Then I think I think the note, then the note has typo then. Then the note has typo. What is 老花 called? Oh, okay. When you're old, right? I don't know what is it called. I don't know what is it called, but it's something. I think it's myopia or wait, myopia or hyperopia. Okay, I forgot already. Oh, eyesight. Let's ask Google. What is it called? Oh, aging eyes, lor. Nothing much to say here. Aging eyes. Okay, so do you know what is aging eyes? You know what is aging eyes? I think there's a name for it, one. Presbyopia. Yes, shit. I forgot this word. Presbyopia. Presbyopia. So what is presbyopia? That means you cannot see something near or far until they're really close to it. No. Short-sightedness, right? Short-sightedness, right? You cannot see something close unless you bring it really close. Joel, I think if don't see near than far, they aren't just no. They cannot see too far or too near. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? So actually presbyopia is they cannot see both things. Because when you're old, things too far you cannot see. Things too near you also cannot see. So it needs to be just right. Yes. It's like when you're old, you cannot walk far, you cannot walk, you cannot run fast, you cannot walk. So you cannot do anything when you're old. Everything just degrades, right? About this short-sightedness, okay, let me correct this. Joel, I think this is a bit confusing, but here goes. Long-sightedness is when you can see far things, but you cannot see near things. Short-sightedness is you can see near things, but you cannot see far things, unless you bring it close to you, right? I mean, I have short-sightedness. Things right in front of my eyes, I can't really see them. But if it is very far, sorry, I can see them. Things really far away, I cannot see unless I bring it to like this close. So this is short-sightedness. This is short-sightedness, right? Because newspaper is near, considered as near compared to something far, right? I hope this is not confusing. I hope this is not confusing. So how can this problem be overcome? She should use a concave lens. Kanta, Jekung, right? Let's see long-sightedness. We see how they say long-sightedness. Okay, long-sightedness. There you see. You may be able to see distant object clearly, but closer object are out of focus. Okay, so you don't need to remember as seeing. Just remember, short-sighted is when you cannot see near things. You can see near things, you cannot see far. Long-sightedness is the reverse, right? Most of us have short-sightedness, right? I mean, any of you wear glasses here? Most of you wear glasses here, right? Ian, do you have short or long-sightedness? Most of us have short, right? That means you can see near things. You can see near things, you cannot see far things, right? Most of us are like that. Like me, my short-sightedness is pretty damn serious. Mine is, don't know is it serious for you? Mine is 400 something and 500 something. That means without my specs, I am practically blind. Right? I can't drive, I can't walk, I can't do anything. I have to sit down and pee. Right? That's how bad my short-sightedness is, right? But I can sleep. Wow, geez, thanks, mom. I guess I can sleep. What the hell? Right. So here's the thing. I mean, this wearing glasses thing, sometimes it gets really annoying. Right? I mean, if I have the money, I would go for laser, but that is if I have the money. So B, the diagram below shows the Braille symbol. Okay, Braille, that means this is what they use for the blind wording. Can't relate. Okay, good for you. Right. So I explain why the blinds use fingertips instead of palm. Okay, why? Because the fingertips it's small. It is more sensitive. Right? Lebe, Becker. It is more sensitive. So why is it more sensitive? You can say because it has more receptors. Or you can say thinner epidermis. I accept both answers. Okay, Lebe receptor. Oh my God, what am I writing? Okay, Lebe receptor atau epidermis Lebe nipis. So your fingertip is very sensitive. Right. Okay, good Joel, you got it. So you see, do you know this thing is on your banknote? On your banknote, if you touch your 10 ringgit, every 10 ringgit, 5 ringgit, 50 ringgit, at the upper left of the corner, there's a dot thing on. You touch on it, that's the braille, right? Even on leaf, you can find this thing. You know, all the leaf buttons, you touch on them, you can kind of feel this thing. So that's your braille, right? So a man is enjoying a meal. Name the sensory organ of taste. That will be the tongue. Okay, your lidar. So number 2, what will happen if the man experiences a cold and unable to smell as usual? Wow, why is the question shouting at me? Okay, explain your answer. So it will taste bland or tasteless. Okay, berasa sangat tawar. It will taste bland, right? So right, so why does it taste bland? Because the sense of smell, okay, the sense of smell enhances the sense of taste. You smell before you eat, so it will smell better. If it smells good, then it tastes good, right? So if you cannot smell, that's why cold food doesn't look tasty, because they don't have that smell. That's why warm food tastes better, right? So your deria bau menambah baikkan deria rasa. Right? So when you have a flu, everything tastes bland. Okay, so there you go. That's your cold. So next, number D. Hey, have you realized something, guys? Our Malaysian construction workers, right? Whenever they're using machines, they don't wear earplugs. All right. You know, the uncle come to my house to do renovation one. Okay, he just drill without any ear protection. Wow, that's courage right there, guys. That's courage right there. They're immune to it. Well, let's just say that Malaysia workers they have no sense of danger, because they're shouting every day. Joe, are you going to do that to your husband? Right, so number 1, state the sensory organ that's possibly affected due to the above diagram. So that's going to be their ears. Okay, their telinga. We're built different, right? Hey, do you know Malaysia has many cases? I've lost count. So many cases of falling from height because of construction. You know how many aircon workers have fallen from height because of this thing? I just think that Malaysian, these workers they are just plain stupid, right? You see, you look at those mechanics lah. You look at mechanics the tools that they're using it's very noisy, isn't it? You can hear the grrr. Do they wear ear protection? No, right? If you ask them why don't they wear ear protection, they will laugh at you. They will say, ha ha ha, so gay, right? For us we have this stupid Asians Chinese especially, we have this stupid toxic masculinity, right? Oh, wearing ear protection is gay. Wearing sunscreen is gay. You know what is more gay? Getting hearing loss is more gay. Ha, why you gay? Getting skin cancer is more gay. So guys, put on your bloody sunscreen, please. It's not gay. Stop with that stupid toxic masculinity, right? You need your ear protection. You go and work at a power plant, you don't put ear protection, and see how? Since you're so manly, right? Since you're so manly, right? You go and work at an oil rig. You know what's an oil rig? That's when they drill for oil. You so manly, right? Wow, sir, I very manly. I don't wear ear protection. You go work here without ear protection and see, you'll be deaf in a day, right? Unless someone is putting on for you. Yeah, then different. You try and go to a shooting range. You know what's a shooting range? You go to a shooting range without wearing an earmuff lah. Wow, since you think wearing earmuff is so gay, I see this person's so gay. You see, look at the ear protection, so gay. You shoot using without ear protection and see how, right? You finish one magazine, you finish one magazine, your ears will be bleeding already. You know how loud is this thing? Looks more manly. Exactly. Hey, you know how loud is a gunshot? You know how loud is a gunshot? Gunshot decibel. 140, 168, 165. To consider as a noise, to cause you permanent hearing loss, to cause you hearing damage, would be 80 decibel. Okay, 80 decibel. This is twice. Right? So manly, right? Don't wear earmuff lah. Go and shoot your gun. Shoot 3 magazines. Use a freaking sniper rifle without any ear protection. I will see how your ear works later. Oh, guess it doesn't, right? So wear your bloody ear protection. Hey, you see in China, in many overseas countries, in China especially, do you know they work? You know, when they install aircon, they will hang a rope around their waist so that they don't fall down. This is called being smart, guys. It's not being gay. Right? I don't know lah. Malaysia, you see those Malaysia workers, okay? Those uncle come to my house work, they just drill, they just use the machine without ear protection. Okay, my ear is almost going deaf already, but they're like, yeah. What the hell, isn't it? Right? So number 2, explain how the quarry worker lost the sensitivity of his sensory organ and suggest a device that could help. Okay, so how did they lose the hearing? Okay, because loud noise damage the eardrum. Right? So guys, if you use your earphones, please don't crank it too loud. I mean, if you use an Android, right? If you try to put it loud, the Android will give you a warning. Long-term hearing can blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, okay, shut up. I just want to go louder. You just press OK. Right? So your bunyi kuat merosakkan gegendang telinga. Right? So what they should wear an ear plug. You can say ear plug lah, or you can say ear muff. This is called is it called penyumbat? Penyumbat telinga. Oh, when I was competing, right? Okay, you know, I used to go for a memory competition. Okay, so for that 1 hour, I'm memorizing my poker cards because most of the discipline is memorizing stuff. So when I'm memorizing numbers, when I'm memorizing my poker cards, I will wear ear plug plus ear muff. Right? Oh, that thing is so damn quiet. Okay, and I bought the 3M shooting range ear muff. It's so quiet that you can hear your blood flow. Right? I'll just put ear plug and then I'll put ear muff for 1 hour because that competition is 1 hour memorizing poker cards. So I just 1 hour, I'm just in my complete silence, I'm just memorizing my poker cards. And plus I put a paper around me so that I can cover my eyesight and I just look in front. I don't see things beside me so that it doesn't affect me. You go memory competition, you'll see everyone doing that. They'll put this thing at the side of their eyes and then they'll put their ear muff. Okay, what do I have to memorize for competition? 10 disciplines actually. There's name and faces, dates and event, 1 hour number, 1 hour binary number. Binary means 1 and 0s, and then you have abstract images. Okay, and then you have poker cards, speed poker cards. Yeah, basically 10 disciplines lah. 10 disciplines. It's a very tiring competition. So yeah. I miss my days competing though. Don't do that anymore. Right. Anyway, so moving on. So protect your ears, guys. Protect your ears. If you have to use louder earphones, right? Okay, if your earphone you cannot hear it, please get yourself a noise cancelling earphone. This thing is worth the money. Okay, I mean, it's expensive lah. Okay, noise cancelling earbud or noise cancelling earphone. Buy this thing because they will cancel out the noise. They will cancel out all the background noise, so you don't have to put your earphone that loud. You can still hear things, right? I mean, it's not cheap lah. Okay, if you buy a Sony one, it will cost you 600 ringgit. But this thing is worth the money. This thing is worth the money. Okay, how noise cancelling works? That's a very good question. How noise cancelling works? You know your AirPods. If you have an AirPod 2 and AirPod 3, they have noise cancelling, right? Okay, so if this is your earphone, if this is your, let's say this is an earphone, if the noise has a wave, right? Noise has a wave, right? Okay, so your noise cancelling earphone will produce another wave that looks like this. Okay, the wave looks like this. This wave will cancel out the noise. Okay, so the wave that is coming, your earphone will produce another wave that cancels out the noise. This is what we call destructive interference. Next time you learn physics, you'll know. We have constructive interference. Okay, if this plus this, you get this. Make sense? This is called constructive interference. If you have this plus this, it becomes this. This is what I call destructive interference. When we use one wave to cancel out this wave, this is what we call destructive interference. So you get silent. Guys, noise cancelling earphone is freaking awesome. You basically hear zero noise, right? You stand underneath an aircon vent, the sound, you wear your noise cancelling headphone, you hear nothing, complete silence. Well, it's expensive lah, so that's why. Right, so anyway, this is your ear. Okay, this is your ear. So what is Q? Q, this thing is your ossicles. Okay, your ossicle. So what's their function? These ossicles, they are to amplify your sound. Okay, the sound you get from your eardrum, they will amplify it so that you hear them clearer. So function of the following parts. What is P? P is your eardrum. The eardrum's function is to vibrate. Okay, is to vibrate. Vibrate according to frequency of the sound of a sound. Okay, bergetar mengikuti frequency bunyi. Okay, so this thing will vibrate. Okay, it's a drum one. When you play a drum vibrates. So that's an eardrum. So what's your R? R, what is R? Do you remember what is R? This thing is your semicircular canal. They are for your body balance. Okay, keseimbangan badan. They are to keep your body in balance. Right? And then what's your S? S is your cochlea. Your cochlea is to convert sound into nerve impulse. Okay, convert sound into nerve impulse. Menukarkan bunyi kepada impulse saraf. Why nerve impulse? Because like I said in chapter 1, nerve impulse is the only language your brain can understand, right? Your taste, your tongue, if they send this taste to your brain directly, your brain will say, bro, I don't speak that language, right? You have so many signals. You have taste signal, you have chemical signals from your nose, you have hearing signal, you have light signal, you have touch, you have pain, you have heat, you have cold signal. All these signals, your brain, they don't understand. Your brain only speaks nerve impulse, right? So all these, your skin, your eyes, your nose, whatever, all these are, their job is to translate this signal into your nerve signal, your nerve impulse, so that your brain will say, okay, I understand that now, right? So it's a language that your brain speaks. So next, number 3, state the type of sense which helps structure R so that it can function perfectly. So what helps your R? State the sense of balance. I think it's the sense of balance. Type of sense. Sense of sight, I think. Sense of sight. Because the sense of sight helps your sense of balance. Right? Guys, you do not just have 5 senses. right? Many of them say, oh, you have 5 senses, okay? And then you have the 6th sense. 6th sense is like you can feel something is going to happen. You can foretell the future. No, guys. We do not just have 5 senses, okay? If you ask Google, how many senses do we have? We have more than 5, guys. Oh, why did they say 5 here? Right, so you actually have more than 5, okay? You have sense of balance, you have sense of space, you have sense of time, right? I'm sure you can roughly tell how long is 1 hour. I mean, it's not very accurate lah. So we have more than 5 senses. We have more than 5 senses, as you can see here. Okay, there. Right? You have sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. These are the basic ones. And then you have, you have sense of heat, thermoception, sense of pain, sense of balance, sense of body awareness, sense of color, sense of gravity, hormonal sense. Okay, all these senses. So you have more than 5. So the 6th sense myth is false. You have more than that. Right? Same like your tongue lah. We used to believe that our tongue has 4 regions. Remember, this thing is false as well, guys. This thing is false. Your tongue is sensitive to every taste everywhere. It's not just, oh, this part is bitter, this part is sweet. No, this is false. It's debunked. This is a myth. Wow, the more you know, isn't it? Right. Next, what is the sound range of sound frequency? So what can you hear? You can hear 20 to 20,000. Right? 20 to 20,000. As you get older, this frequency range will decrease. Right? Maybe when you are 80 years old, you can only hear 10,000 because your eardrum got loose. Right? So that's why don't damage your hearing. If you're constantly listening to loud noise and loud music, your ear is going to degrade further. Okay, degrade faster. So as people get older, their hearing gets weaker. Explain, okay? Like I said, the eardrum becomes loose. Okay, gegendang telinga menjadi longgar. Right, so they become loose. So D, damaged cochlea cause deafness. How to overcome this problem? You can do that by surgery. Okay, surgery, pembedahan. Guys, you can't use hearing aid. Hearing aid is only to amplify the sound. People who use hearing aid, they can still hear sound. It's just that it's not strong enough. So the hearing aid is to amplify, to make the volume louder. But if your hearing is damaged, you can't hear anything. Right? Just like Beethoven. You guys know Beethoven is deaf, right? Right? When he wrote Moonlight Sonata, he was fully deaf. Right? So he wrote the freaking piece just by imagining. That's how freaking good he was. Right? Imagine you write a song when you are deaf. Freaking impossible, isn't it? So he did it. He wrote all 3 movements when he was deaf. He was close to fully deaf. Right? Why are cochlear implants like something you wear? How do they work? Cochlear implants, they are like this human-made cochlea. Cochlear implant. They put a cochlear into your body like that. Cochlear implant. So is it Praise Technology or something like that? So it's like another cochlea. It's like another cochlea. Right? So they put it behind your ear. Okay, this is not a hearing aid, guys. This is not a hearing aid. Don't be mistaken. Okay, so we skip the ear one. So let's talk about smell. So she's smelling chrysanthemum here. So chemical substance in the air. Hey, I think we did this question before, right? Okay, chemical substance in the air is inhaled in the nostril. So what happens? So the chemical substance dissolve in mucus and stimulate your smell receptor. Okay, bahan kimia melarut di dalam mucus and merangsangkan receptor bau. Only when I dissolve in mucus, your snot, I can stimulate your smell receptor, just like your tongue. Only when my food dissolve in my saliva, then only I can stimulate my taste bud. It's the same concept. So when your nose is dry, you cannot smell anything. So your smell receptor sends nerve impulse to the brain. Okay, receptor bau menghantarkan impuls saraf ke otak. Okay, so send nerve impulse there. So B, state the location of smell receptor in your human nose. It is at the top. At the top of your, what is this space called? This is your nasal cavity. Di bahagian atas rongga hidung. Up there, up above your nasal cavity. So the upper surface, they gave answer already. The upper surface of nasal cavity is covered by mucus. The function of mucus, okay, this is to dissolve chemical substance untuk melarutkan bahan kimia. Okay, so that this can stimulate your smell receptor untuk merangsangkan receptor bau. Sorry guys, my hand kind of hurts from writing. So much writing. I can't wait for the holiday. I'm waiting for Saturday to come because my holiday starts. Right, I've been working like 999 hours every freaking day to the point that I'm going to scream already. Okay. Right, so D1. Sarah's father is working in a paint factory. As he works, he smells the pungent paint. What are the risks faced by the father if he works in a factory for a long time? So he might damage the smell receptor. Again, wear protection, guys. Merosakkan receptor bau. Merosakkan. Okay, if you have to smell something pungent, guys, you don't need a mask, a normal paper mask. You will need a, do you know what's a carbon filtered mask? Okay, or we call it a, this one. Okay, not this one. This one. Oh, we call it a respirator, sorry. Okay, a respirator. Okay, a respirator. This thing. This thing. All right, this thing filters poison. You need this thing, right? Because do you know what is inside the bottle? It's your charcoal filter, activated carbon. All right, do you know what's a charcoal pill? Do you know what's a charcoal pill? If you get food poisoning, you need to eat charcoal pill to absorb all the toxins in your stomach so that you can get better. So inside here is the activated charcoal, right? This thing filters most of the poisonous gas, right? If you're in a painting room, okay, you see people spray paint, right? In the spray paint booth, they have to wear this thing because the spray paint is very poisonous, right? So they have to wear this thing, right? I've seen someone wear this thing to, you know, back when COVID was very serious, I saw someone wore this thing to market before. Needless to say, everyone was looking at them lah. Is it the apocalypse already? Geez, I didn't know that. I mean, you will be the coolest kid in the supermarket, or you will look like an idiot lah, right? For me lah, I mean, yeah, it works, but it's a freaking overkill lah. I'm trying to cook meth right now. Okay, so merosakkan receptor bau. You know what's cooking meth? Any of you watch Breaking Bad? Yes, when you cook meth in Breaking Bad, they wore this thing. Right, so number 2, suggest your explanation how you can protect your nose and the sense of smell. You can wear mask, okay, memakai pelitup muka. Why? This is to filter dirt from entering nose. Okay, menapiskan kotoran. Jesse, you have to go. Oh, hey guys! Wow, we have Breaking Bad fans here, right? Hey, you know why they need to wear masks during Breaking Bad? Okay, because they are using something called phosphorus, and the thing is very bad for your breathing. Okay. Oh, guys, this I've lost count how many times I watched this thing. I think it's more than 5. I think I've watched Breaking Bad more than 5 times because this show is so awesome. Okay. Guys, you have 2 weeks holiday, right? If you have the time, go ahead and watch this Breaking Bad. Warning, it's very addictive. Yes, Walter, we need to cook. So awesome. Breaking Bad is so freaking awesome. All right, so filters out your dirt. So you know what, guys? I think I'm going to stop here because the rest of it is kind of repetitive. This is the Braille. I think this one. Oh shit, this one. Sorry, this one. This is the Braille. I mean, we don't really feel it because our sense of touch is not as sensitive as those who are blind. You can touch and see. Wow, why is the tiger lying so majestically? Okay, so this is your stereoscopic. Okay, I know you know. All right, so guys, I think I'm going to stop here. So for those who are attending my class later, I shall see you later. Okay, Prince Money, go ahead. Right, so I shall see you later. So for those that you had my 3rd week class ready one, I guess I'll be seeing you next year. Right, by the time I see you, it will be 2023 lah. So I wish you have a happy new year and a Merry Christmas. All right. Hope you have an awesome holiday. Don't forget to study. Yes, I'm guilt tripping you. All right. So enjoy your holiday anyhow, right? Or I'll see you later or next year. Right. So happy holidays. I will see you soon. Okay. Take care. See you guys. Take care. See you and bye-bye. Bye-bye.